probably ever will. Then I do, then I probably ever will.
Update while I'm going through roadworks. One good thing about Western Australia and South Australia is their roadwork zones are usually 60 k's or sometimes 80, where Victoria is always 40, which in a lot of cases is just insane and wastes a whole lot of time for no reason. I haven't been filming as much recently because I've got so much footage backed up. I'm still editing the Udna data track, so I haven't wanted to pile up too much for me to keep having to edit. But I made it through the border, went up to Kalgoorlie, saw some of the mining there, and since then I've been back down along the coast. I stayed in Albany last night, which was really nice, such a cool town. I saw some travellers last night just in the car park with some vans, so I went up and said hi, and that went really well. Had a nice chat. They were backpacking from Europe and one guy from Canada, which was pretty cool. Back to windy roads, but with some really nice views of the trees. And the sun's out, I'm making progress. It's a good day. There's a car park down there. Still got a long way to go. When I started this, it was warm and sunny. Now I don't know if I'll be able to even see the view. Right here on this rock is the highest point in southwestern Australia. Since Cooper Pedy, everything has been just flat, like along the Nullarbor and up into Kalgoorlie and down to the coast. It's so nice to be back in some mountains. This is higher than anything I saw in the Flinders Ranges.
It's the last train home from a day trip. It's the place I go when the stars slipping. Darling, won't you take me home? Send me shivers somewhere I used to go. Write my name across your mouth when I let my feelings down. Darling, won't you take me home? won't you take me? Oh, 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 oh. So tell me that you're mine now. That I still love you head to toe. At the back of my car on sunny days, you're the song on the radio they never play. You're the words on my tongue when I won't say, won't you make me stay? Won't you take me home? Send me shivers somewhere I used to go. Write my name across your mouth when I let my feelings down. Darling, won't you take me home? Yeah, won't you take me home? Won't you take me?
So I'm just out on a walk along this abandoned rail line in the country. I'm only like 300 or 400 k's from Perth, and I can tell I'm getting closer to Perth because there's been a lot more traffic and I've been seeing more cars, and there's also a lot less free campsites and things like that. So it's becoming back to the like slightly sketchier, just sleeping in car parks or random side of the road kind of places. But that's all right. I'm a little bit sick at the moment, just like a cold, nothing terrible. But I've booked in to stay at a motel for 2 nights. I got there last night, which is not great for the budget, but it's very cramped up in the car, and I think it'll help me recover faster, as well as I need to edit. Like, there's way too much. I've got backlogged of videos, and I can't like cope with being cramped up in the car editing for too long. So since I left Cooper PD, pretty much every day's had at least 3 hours driving, which is good because I made a lot of progress. But it's very nice to just have a rest day today without driving, without worrying about where I'm going to park the car, whether it's safe to sleep there, reorganizing everything in the car. Oh wow, might not be the smartest going for a walk while I'm still recovering, but it's nice weather and I just cannot handle being inside a room for the entire day. There's some really nice blackberry bushes here, but thanks to humans being awful, they've probably been sprayed. So I'm not going to risk getting poisoned from eating naturally grown food, unfortunately. I was literally just thinking about Thoreau's Cabin in the Woods, and I find this not quite the same build or quality, but that's quite nice. With a little bit more work, I reckon this could be livable. It's always so much more interesting walking in the country than the suburbs. Like, you just see things that are different. It's not all predictable. I'm kind of just aimlessly following the train line at this point and seeing where it ends up. There's a massive anthill or something. Dinosaur egg. That's cool. I didn't know what I was going to do when I left the motel. I thought I'd just walk around town and see what was there. I did not expect to find this. And I'm regretting not bringing my camera. This would be such a nice place to film. And the phone with the colors and the exposure and just the flatness, it just doesn't get it across. These trees are incredible. Although they could absolutely crush my car if one of them fell. But they would have been here way longer than I've even been alive. And they're still standing strong. It's pretty inspirational. One of the worst things is editing a whole bunch and then realizing there's footage earlier that you didn't see because it was scrolled like that, and now it's some good footage, so I want to add it, but I've synced it up to the music, so I got to redo all of this. I thought the first time that I'd properly get rain would be like this really fun moment where I'd get to go outside and walk around in the rain, but nope, it's getting woken up at 2:30 in the morning because the rain's really loud on the roof. That's great. They've annoyingly shut off the rest of it. This is only like maybe halfway up or less. I could climb around and probably find a way up, but I don't know if it's shut for just tourism reasons or stability reasons. And if it's shut because it's not stable at the top, then I don't want to go up. But the view would be so much better. I know they're strong, but usually when climbing, I'd make sure to grab things a lot thicker than just this and not attached to one point. So mentally this is just sending me warning signs, even though it's super sturdy. I reckon if this was Victoria, this wouldn't be legal, because someone could just slip and fall through. I'm very impressed, I'm very happy about it. But also, and like there are warning signs, but I'm surprised this is just open to people. It's a W for Western Australia. It's unclear whether it was really unstable or just authorities being authorities and being like, well, it's slightly rattled, so we can't let anyone up. But that's good to know it was shut for supposed stability reasons. So glad I didn't climb it. And it started raining. I made the right choice. Well, it was good timing. I'm glad I got up the tree before it started raining. I'm gonna head off now, keep making progress. It's weird seeing rain. Last night didn't really count. This is the first rain I've seen in over 2 months. And even then it's not that heavy.
This is just the beginning phase of what's to come as we strive together, seeking our Lord's space. You my contagion, I wouldn't want to be without. You my completion of life, and that's without a doubt. If you think that ain't good, the scene to urge you, but all means just.
It is 7:30 p.m. on a Saturday night, and there's like no one around the town. If this was back in the Melbourne suburbs, there'd be heaps of people just swarming the place. It's strange not having people, but it's also really peaceful, but also really odd.